Welcome to Mokum Art Festival! My friend Gigi and I, who I'm organizing it with, we've been working with emerging artists and are emerging artists ourselves for the past 2 years. And last year we had this idea, hey, how cool would it be if we just bring everybody together? All the artists in Amsterdam that we know and that we know do really cool stuff. And it doesn't matter if it's bands or DJs, but also like visual artists, tattoo artists, makeup, photography, any kind of art is welcome here. And yeah, so that's why we created Mokum Art Festival. Come on in. So yeah, we're working with donations and a crowdfunding today because we really want our artists to be paid fairly. Usually artists cannot survive only from their gigs. They also have to work in hospitality, in the office, customer service, anything that pays the bills really. So yeah, so that's why we are trying to collect as much money so we can pay our artists fairly. So we have an amazing lineup here today. We're starting off with poetry and live musicians from this beautiful collective Body Electric. And after that, we have some bands that Bandgirl programmed, really cool psychedelic rock, punk, but also really alternative bands. And then we continue with DJs. But not only just like simple DJs, we have a house collective that also plays, has live music on stage while mixing. Then we have Unknown Electronics that only do modular live sets. And our last collective is going to be Lavai Collective. They are going to play upstairs. And they are a femme identifying and non-binary collective.
All these right here, 2 dudes over here, and they're just like, yeah. I see you, OG. You got the pinstripe suit on. Blah, blah.
This is the performance area. This is the stage we call the Soul Stage. This is mainly the stage where we have artists playing today.
Hello, my name is Oscar. My new stage name is The Worried Man because I used to worry about everything. And I come from Valencia. I came to Amsterdam like 1 year ago. I make music because I think that the music has the power to convey things without even talking, without words, but I also worry about the words, so I like to put everything together. I think that normally the inspiration just came, but I'm also looking for it all the time.
I am the brother of the lonely man. Would you send me to rest?
Hi, my name's Benjamin, and my project is called Faralaw. Today I played a show at Toekomst Music here in Amsterdam, and it went really well. It was my launch show for Faralaw, the very first musical performance as a part of this new endeavor, which is all about music, because that's the thing that I'm the most comfortable with and I'm most familiar with. I feel very at home with music. Faralaw is really a project that's about exploring what the greater things are out there that connect us. And a few of those things that I believe are story, music, obviously, and nature. So I've been focusing on spending time in nature, understanding story, like ancient story from different parts of the world, and just trying to take that into what I do as, I guess, like a part of my process.
Ain't it strange? Yeah, that was the end of this one.
Events like this at Two Comes to Music are really important because we get the opportunity to kind of explore like a bunch of different art forms in one place. So I really love that because I'm not just trying to be a, you know, acoustic music artist and have people come to my shows. Like that's a part of what I'm gonna do, but like being a part of an event like this is super inspiring for me because you get to see local artists talk about their process. We've got poets in the building. There's so many cool things happening in here, and events like today at Toekomst are really powerful because they really put a focus on supporting the artist and putting a bit of a shine and a spotlight around what it is that they're doing.
So, and here we got the artist market that is quite busy at the moment. So here we have some beautiful self-painted prints that are sold. Then we have a clothing swap over here. Then we have Stephanie here with her beautiful photography prints. Then here we have Dana, who's an amazing visual artist and created this whole wall of her drawings, and it's called Drawing for Time, so it's a really interesting project. And here we have some collages, some posters by this beautiful artist over here. Here we got some, oh, it's getting really busy here. This, which you can barely see, is a Hellsire, an amazing upcycled clothing stand. And this is just a lot of people chilling and vibing and having fun. And then we have here a screen printing workshop by Fashion Action. Also, Fashion Action has a free shop on Kalverstraat, so they are promoting this also. And so, yeah, this is the artist market. Super fun times, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Ines. I'm from Brazil, and I came to the Netherlands 1 year ago. So color has always been a very important element in my creative expression. I think it's how I express the moments that I'm living through, and in that way my artworks have become a memoir or just frames of moments in my life. And it's only now that I've started considering a public and an audience and seeing that even though it just might be specific to my experience, it's in a way everyone will find something that's relatable to them. So I like to work a lot with mixed media because I like to adventure out into new mediums that I haven't used, but I generally always stick to drawing at the end. I like watercolors, oil pastels, water-soluble pencils, yeah, you name it. Sometimes even dried flowers or fruits. Like in this drawing I used a bit of strawberries because I was lacking that color. And yeah, I also do, well, I do photography on the side. And one of my most recent drawings is this one where I ventured out into fine line pens, something I had never done properly. And now it's become one of my other favorite mediums, very unlike the rest of my stuff because I like colors a lot. But actually for specific things, fine line pens can be very nice. This one tells the story of a day. So you have the sun rising, little cup of coffee, eyes are wide open, wake up, maybe eat a bit of fruit, kiss a bit, go grocery shopping, smoke a cigarette, look at your nice garden, light a candle, go to sleep.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, also known as the People's Lens. I'm a street photographer and I'm working on a project already in 2 years. It's called West Side, and I portrait mostly people in my neighborhood. I improvise a home studio, and sometimes I meet people in the street who I invite to get portraited. So it's a bit of a never-ending project because I keep on meeting new people. I wanted to offer a kind of an alternative pin-up girl. So again, I take a picture of a glass, I make the cocktails and the drinks myself, and then I just sit on a chair. It's not very easy because I just had to take the pose like 60 times before I have exactly the right angle to fit in the glass. Yeah, so it's feminist, it's humoristic, and like an alternative to what we know from the American version.
Hi, my name is Loredana Gruya, and welcome to Mokum Art Festival, where I'm exhibiting some artworks I did in the past 2 years. So come on out. Yeah. What you're about to see, there are some artworks I did in 2021 and 2022, and they're representing a full month. My exhibition consists of 57 art pieces, which I had to draw every day for an entire month. So here we are having 2021, October. This whole panel with metallic grids represents each day. So starting here with an animation, you have to scan it to see a loop crystal. You have day 2, day 3, Sunday, Monday, and so on. So basically every day I had this rule where I had to draw. No matter the consequence, I was at work. Most of the time I was drawing in the middle of the night. And this was my way of battling with some issues I had in the past, with sleep problems and so on. 2021, and the whole challenge was me trying to see if I can be consistent. It was from my desire to be consistent because I felt like everything was falling apart in my life. So I did this whole challenge, not knowing I'm able to actually do it. But I did it, and nothing happened after. It was like, okay, am I a changed person? No, I wasn't, but I still had the learning. A few months later, and so on, I was thinking, well, I know for sure I can be consistent in some ways. Let's see if I can, let's say, run. I never run in my life, but I really want to put this into my life. So I started bit by bit to actually run. And by October 2022, around here, I think, was half marathon, which I enrolled and I did a half marathon.
Hi, my name is Arvilla. I'm a French-American artist. I make music and also some mixed media canvas art.
I mostly work with analog material. And today is actually the first day that I wanted to make collages that I would sell without making any copies or without, this is the original unique piece that will never be again made. And I am sad to let it go, but it's part of the learning process. So here, for example, one of my favorites is this one. It's called Escape. And it's just very dreamy, and I love the moon that is split into two colors like this. Glitter is one of my main objects of use. That's weird to say, wow. Yeah. So glitter is very nice for me. When I get political, I don't like to be too explicit right away, because I'm still learning, as we all are. And but if I do, it's in the title, you can see this one is Doomsday. And for me, yeah, it's kind of the end of the world. But still a lot of glitter and colors. So this one, for example, is a poster reproduction of a bigger canvas that I cannot sell because it's too close to me. But it's called Blissful Void, and this, I think, really summarizes my own views of how, from all that pain and darkness and things that we consider negative, all these colors pop out and all this magic and all this glitter, and I love putting pieces together, things that don't necessarily fit, but you make them fit and you create a whole new world. And that's why I love collages, even though I do want to get into more drawing sometimes, and sometimes I only do painting as well, but it always feels like it's missing something if I don't use paper and if I don't shred it with my hands.
Right where pointed, deep right, holding that the deep was smooth. It's the better way. Go, wet, hot, or baby. Get me and carry me out to your favorite way. He said, to us, love, looking for love, moving like gold, I bring it on for sweet, strong, wet, hot, soft, for baby. That tells you.
Hi, we're here with Fashion Action, and we're a group that fights the toxic fashion industry by making stuff ourselves. So here we are screen printing with DIY screens. You can make them with paper and an embroidery hoop and some thin fabric. And then you can print and make a design on a piece of fabric like this. And then you can use it to repair clothing. So that's a bit the idea. Prints, which is more like a stamp that you cut out of a piece of linoleum. And then you can use it to print your design many times. But it's still all very handcrafted DIY. Actually, our story of today is to be anti-merch. So a lot of bands and groups, they create merch to make their community, but then they send like radical messages. They send radical messages about, feminism or something, and then they make it in countries where women are being exploited to produce these garments, which is a bit weird, so that's why we want to offer alternatives. You can also put this message on a patch and put it on a piece of clothing that already exists. So that's kind of what we're doing here.
Well, so this is the skin room. Here we have Luna. She's a tattoo artist. She's been already tattooing a couple people today. And then we have Tama, who is a professional makeup artist.
Hello guys.
He already did like one beautiful face paint.
Welcome to the room.
And so yeah, this is kind of like our beauty room for the day.
It's a beauty room. I like it.
The whole mission of Mokum Art Festival is to bring artists together, to create an emerging artist community in Amsterdam, so we can help out each other, help each other out to get gigs, to get work, to get connected, to do projects together. And yeah, I hope that this will really create emerging artist collaboration and future projects in between the artists, and also, yeah, just some more outreach for these artists as well, that they can present themselves more in the future, and yeah, that they get more successful also in the future. So yeah, Mokum Art Festival is an experiment. We really tried to bring a lot of different artists together to create a really fun, inspiring day. We didn't know if it's actually gonna be something or if people would show up. But if this is gonna be successful, we're also thinking to do more events like this. So please show up and support local emerging artists.